Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and let me tell you what, things are getting serious this morning. Chinu Patel, any of you who have been watching my channel for a while know that Chinu Patel sends me quite a bit of good information, and for that reason, I entertained his serious request. Chinu Patel has asked for a very serious and a very all-encompassing title on my channel, and I gave it great consideration. And I did not reject him. This morning, Chinu Patel gets the title of, let me see if I have this right, the official financial network news bureau chief of the planet for the Digital Asset Investor channel. Let me read that again for you. Chinu Patel is now the official financial network news bureau chief of the planet, not of one country, of the planet for the Digital Asset Investor channel. So it is done. Congratulations, Chinu. I've been needing a chief, a bureau chief of the planet, and now I have one. Okay, let's start this off with some satire. C3 Nick sent this out this morning, and I wanted to make sure everybody saw the satire, so I highlighted that for you. Breaking: Trump imposes 20% import tax on Bitcoins mined in China starting October. And then he says news media is all over this. CNN: trade war hits new level of escalation by also including Bitcoin mined in China. Fox News: protective action is being taken by the U.S. government to level the playing field. Oh my God, for digital assets. So I always enjoy a bit of humor on a Friday, but the first thing, when I saw this, the first thing I did is went to CoinMarketCap, and once I saw that Bitcoin's price had not tanked, I knew that it was satire. But then I went down, and anytime C3 Nick does not include a link to the actual source of his information, that's red flag city with him. So anyway, gotta laugh out of that. Okay, this is from C3 Nick as well. Ripple and this is the OECD Global Blockchain Policy Forum is where he got this. So let me go back to this. More recently, we have seen global consensus from, this is a quote, from countries across the world, including the UK, Australia, Malaysia, Singapore, noting that XRP is not a security, but in fact a hybrid between a utility and settlement token. And then he's got the link down here. And then there was this from Camo Ammo. Now, I want to say that I gave Camo Ammo a title. If you're listening to me at Rocky Carter Inc., send me your titles just to remind me what it is. I'm going to memorize all these over time, but I am not keeping a list because it'll take me forever to keep up with all that. But he sent me this from Warren Davidson. This is the guy that is working on the Token Taxonomy Act. And remember, one of his employees just went to work at Ripple. He says hashtag ICYMI USA losing ground faster. Time to pass the Token Taxonomy Act. And he's tweeting out the Block article. We covered this yesterday about how France will not tax crypto to crypto trades, will tax gains converted into traditional currency. And I was talking about how that makes so much sense because this crypto to crypto trades, trying to figure out the taxes on that is going to be a nightmare for everyone. And so that is such a great thing that France just did. The U.S. should follow suit, and I hope they do. Okay, I saw this from Summit Savarnia. Something's cooking behind closed doors. Check out these snapshots. I thought this was interesting. This guy, Raghuram Rajan, to replace Christine Lagarde, former RBI governor, among top picks for IMF chief role. And then, this is from July 22nd. And then Ripple on August 19th announces A new reality unfolds, announcing swell 2019 keynote speakers, and that Dr. Raghuram Rajan, that same guy, is going to be one of the speakers at Ripple. You can't make this stuff up, folks. There's way too many things that are going on that just sync up. Okay, now let me give my disclaimer here before anybody comes at me and acts like I'm some criminal for letting you know about this tweet. Michael at VAL5 Links, last time we got this signal, this is a guy from Market or Trading View. I've covered some of his stuff before, but I found this to be an interesting thing. I'm not a chart guy. Go and look at it for yourself. Maybe it'll interest some of you. It intrigued me just the way this tweet was. Last time we got this signal, it was just before XRP had an epic 77,630% bull run, and here's his trading view, and it's by that guy that we've talked about before on here, who's got the funny name Magic Poop Cannon, and he is obviously someone who knows about charting and all, but who knows if this could be complete crap, who knows. But the point is that it was interesting enough for me to look at, and maybe you'd be interested to look at it too. Let me see if I can get this going. Okay, this is good stuff too. As we know, Brad Garlinghouse, who is Ripple's CEO, represents probably the largest use case for XRP, but it's only one use case for XRP payments, global payments. Well, Lionel makes a good point here, and he's talking to this Julia Chatterley that interviewed Brad Garlinghouse yesterday. Would it be possible for you to also interview Just Moon, who is Stefan Thomas, who runs Coil, which is another use case, monetization of the internet for XRP, founder and CEO of Coil, and Vitse Vin, who is a developer, who is a Xpring funded developer as well. As these two are also working on XRP, would be nice to get coverage with other companies than just Ripple. These guys are working hard to change lives. And he's making a very good point here. And that is, this needs to happen. Get out in the media and with there are multiple companies that are working on use cases for XRP. Get these people to start interviewing them. Because because Brad Garlinghouse, that's a lot of pressure on him to just be that guy. But this is really thinking outside of the box here. And so good for Lionel. Go give him a follow. At Lionel 462-94550. And next, from Chinu Patel, who is now the official Financial Network News Bureau Chief of the Planet for the Digital Asset Investor channel, sent me this. This is from, I don't know what this is. Let's see what this is. TTI Vanguard heightens thinking about technical. So maybe that's some company or an organization. But anyway, this is Ripple's Bradley Chase talking about how they are trying to solve the global payments puzzle. Main puzzle is how to fairly create consensus. Options include proof of work, proof of stake, and trust-based cooperation. XRP trust-based approach has sufficient throughput. Cross-border payments are a high-friction point where Ripple's model can gain a foothold. They are able to separate FX from the movement of money across the border. So this is an interesting little tweet here. I've never seen this guy before. He might have just gotten himself a thumbnail. NBK Crypto sent me this one. This is big time, folks. I love this. Coinme secures $1.5 million from Ripple's Spring. XRP listing on 2,600 ATMs soon. It says the world's largest Bitcoin ATM network secured $1.5 million from Ripple's Spring Fund. The investment could suggest that XRP will soon get listed on Coinme's network of over 2,600 kiosks. Through its partnership with Coinstar, hosts world's largest Bitcoin ATM network with over 2,600 kiosks. Folks, get ready to be able to get XRP on an ATM machine. Here we go. Talk about adoption. This is one of the more exciting pieces of news I've seen. Okay, and then this is so funny. Poor Anthony Pompliano, because I think he's a good guy. Bitcoin's fundamentals continue to get stronger and stronger, and then Bull Run Wonka. This guy is so sharp. Please name those vague fundamentals: slow, expensive, China controlled, pollution causing, wasteful energy losses, coal-powered mining, one-person government owns 1 million out of the 21 million max supply, not scalable for masses. The first blockchain isn't the best. And then this guy comes in and says, amazing how you make 9 statements, back none of them up with any evidence. I'd argue that absolutely 0 of these statements are true. What now? And then the response of Bull Run Wonka is absolutely epic. This is his answer. He shows the plants, the Bitmain. These are the farms over in China. This is the inside of it, and this is the inside of it. And that is all he says. So I'd say I would call that maybe a mic drop moment. XRP Trooper, at Trooper XRP. And this guy, by the way, is the official stormtrooper with a chipped tooth of the Digital Asset Investor channel. Next, this is what he sent me. How awesome is this? It's your girl. Yes, this is real. No, I didn't believe it either. We are. How many times have I told you over the last year? You will be wrapped in crypto advertising before it is over. We are seeing the beginnings of it now. We've seen William Shatner this week. I'm seeing drop gold commercials on CNBC now. We're seeing this. I'm starting to see commercials of various kinds online. I've seen backed commercials online. I've seen Gemini stuff all over the place. It's going to get much more and much faster. I predict that by the Super Bowl this year, we should see our first Super Bowl ad this year, definitely. And I believe that running up to it, things are going to get really interesting. This person follows the convention that's doing this, I guess, follows me, so I'm going to follow them. But anyway, that's really cool right there. Okay, and finally, this guy is Michael Rutledge, and he is, if you don't know, he's the official foster carer that's had 174 teenagers over 26 years and desperately wants to retire with XRP of the Digital Asset Investor channel. And he heard me talking about football, which is what the Europeans call, what Americans call it soccer, they call it football. And I said I wanted to one day go to one of those soccer games because all of the people in the stands, that's something you don't see in America. All the people in the stands are always singing, and the whole crowd is singing together, and it's the most. There's just so much energy. So I said I wanted to go to one of those. So he sent me this clip that I was going to show you, and I'm not going to play it, but you can go watch it. Ian Jones. This is "You'll Never Walk Alone." Liverpool versus Dortmund, 14th April 2016. And just the energy in these stadiums has always blown me away. So yes, I will go to one of those one day. I am the Digital Asset Investor. I am not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button. And tell your friends and family that we all need to go check one of these football games out before we die. We need to go see it. I've always wanted to. I don't want to get trampled like I've seen in some of the videos, but I do want to go to one. Thank you for listening.